I just want to briefly share some information on INSTO in general terms, but then in particular on the work that INSTO observatories are doing in the field of measuring employment at the destination level. Just as I said, a quick overview on the INSTO members that the executive director was also already mentioning, some words on the repository of tools and resources where all the information on measuring employment is coming together. Then the core point of my presentation, the measurement of employment at the destination level, meaning the work of the INSTO members, and then some words also on the upcoming INSTO events that we are planning. As the executive director said, we are 38 INSTO members at this particular moment, with Batanes Islands in the Philippines and Tlaxcala in Mexico, the latest members that we have accepted into the INSTO family. We are expecting in the coming weeks Cali in Colombia, the Atlantic Coast Island, Gifu Prefecture in Japan, and Central Portugal in joining the network. We have several other applications on the table and are working with some destinations on finalizing those in close coordination with them. That means the interest in becoming members of INSTO, or let's say in the topic of measuring at the destination level, is becoming increasingly important. And I think the network is a fantastic tool of advancing in this particular area. With regards to assisting this increasing interest in being implemented at the destination level, the repository of tools and resources is a very helpful tool. Where we are putting all the information together. It is under the UNWTO website under INSTO to be found. We have here for all the 11 mandatory issue areas that INSTO observatories are required to monitor. We are listing there all the relevant documentation, publications, but also presentations. So for instance, when you are interested in measuring employment at the destination level, because you are working in an observatory or at a university or you're a destination manager, then you can attend or visit this website and you see the most relevant publications, such as the one that is listed in the above, from the Indicators of Sustainable Development of Tourism Destinations, a guidebook from the year 2004 with more than 500 indicators proposed that can be used, but also other publications to which also Clara already made reference. Other publications that touch upon the measurement issues like the ILO, like OECD, are mentioned and listed here. I also wish to refer to the presentations, the first edition of the Technical INSTO webinar on employment that took place last February, with presentations from Barcelona and Navarra, but also with Mr. Christoph de Munter from Eurostat, who presented last year and who has kindly accepted to present findings of measurement in employment on the European level again today. Very briefly, the visualization of all the information that is on this repository available is just here. Clara was mentioning also some of these publications already. With this, I'm coming to the analysis of indicators measuring employment at the destination level by INSTO members. This is a work that we are doing on a regular basis, namely revising the annual reports and the progress reports that INSTO members are submitting to us. We list all the available indicators that are proposed by UNWTO, by OECD, by GSDC, by ETIS, and see which indicators INSTO members are using. This allows us to see clearly which indicators are more commonly used than others. As we can see here, here's a list of some selected available indicators and the number of INSTO members that are using such indicators. And this allows us to see which indicators are more commonly used, namely in the field of employment. It's the total number employed in the tourism sector by industries, occupation, and level, where we will hear more from Christoph de Munter and also by our colleague from the South Tyrol Observatory. Another common indicator that we see quite often is the amount of enterprises in tourism subcategories that generate a certain amount of jobs. This indicator we will hear a little bit more about from our colleague Anjana Rasa from the Sustainable Hospitality Alliance, who represents the accommodation sector, because we see that many destinations that are INSTO members are using this indicator by accessing data from the accommodation sector. And another third common indicator that I wish to mention here is women and the man share as a percentage of the total employment. With this, I'm already coming to the end of my presentation. I just wish to briefly remind everyone that on 22nd of November, we will have our 2023 Global INSTO meeting at UNWTO headquarters. This can be followed by an optional technical continuation, a technical session and visit on 23 and 24 November to Malaga, which is organized by the Observatory in Malaga. As this is our 7th INSTO webinar today, we have 4 more to go. It's the Climate Action, Wastewater Governance and Accessibility, where we are working on the dates. And as soon as we have dates fixed, we will share relevant information with all of you. With this, dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention. Back to Dirk. Thank you, Dirk.